Hey everyone, welcome to the video channel. It's Colin W. Smith here. I'm a Jagera man and I am on Jagera country. This is the finishing off of all of the remaining stuff that was lingering from Mass Effect 2 in between my streams for the end of Mass Effect 2 and the start of Mass Effect 3. So, yeah, you know what you're here for. Not going to go scanning planets, but if there's any interesting missions and that sort of thing, I will stop and have a squiz. See if we can get a little bit more action out of the game. Okay, this is the planet Zetic in what system? What was it? Lucan. Right. Zetic. Okay. A common methane ammonia gas giant, Zetic is best known for the infamous Calfor camp, established on the ice moon of Kaushus. Calfor was a Blue Suns hostile environment training facility run by a cadre of former Batarian Special Intervention Unit operators. In 2168, a cluster-wide scandal broke out when it was revealed that the mortality rate of recruits sent to the camp might be as high as 18%. Investigation by Asari authorities based on Ilium uncovered group graves around the facility containing the remains of several hundred recruits, dating back 2 decades. The camp was immediately closed and the remains sent back to their worlds of origin. An inquest by the Blue Suns found the Batarian commandos had used harsh training methods, but these were consistent with their own training to join the SIU. The Batarians were exonerated, though Calfor was shut down and they were reassigned to other units. As the Crescent Nebula is beyond the sphere of Council law, no civil charges could be filed against the Blue Suns. Orbital distance 15.6 AU, orbital period 47.4 Earth years, radius 30,054 kilometers, and a day length of 13.7 Earth hours. It's odd for it to be training camp on a gas giant. Oh, it was on a moon. Okay, right. Didn't read that. Just looking at the big purple thing. No, there's nothing here. Alright. Up here for Lucan. I wonder how many planets we've actually got left to scan. Let's go back and get some fuel, just in case. Polonius, I thought that said Polonius for a second there. Character for Hamlet. Let's go to Ondestin. If you're wondering where I'm streaming, just have a look at the top center of the picture there, and you will see my Twitch username at twitch.tv on / on the front of that, and yeah, you'll find my channel. Okay, this is Zesmini. Cold, dim, and shrouded by a methane ammonia atmosphere, Zesmini has nevertheless attracted development by Asari mining concerns that service military industries. There are significant loads of valuable light metals present, including titanium and lithium. Titanium is the primary material used in mass accelerator slugs, and lithium is used in the military-grade droplet heat radiators used aboard warships. Population 620. Orbital distance 0.8 AU, orbital period 1.3 Earth years, radius 5,806 kilometers, day length 37.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.64 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 119 degrees Celsius even, and a surface gravity of 0.66 G. Nothing. Okay, this planet is Arcaria. Though nearly the size of Earth, Arcaria contains only 28% of its mass. It has a trace atmosphere of neon and molecular nitrogen, but the predominant carbon dioxide has long since frozen and fallen to the surface as frost. While Arcaria has a core of heavy metals, the bulk of the planet's volume consists of water ice. Several unique forms of long-chain carbon molecules have been recovered on the surface, pushed up from beneath the ice by cryovolcanic processes. Arcaria has a large rocky moon, compositionally similar to Luna. Orbital distance 1.68 AU, orbital period 4 Earth years, radius 6,272 kilometers, day length 36.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 178 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.38 G. What's here? Nothing. Nothing but minerals. And the last planet in the system here is Maisuth. Farthest from the dimmed red dwarf Ondesta, the ice dwarf Maisuth has attracted no interest beyond a cursory flyby by automated probe. By automated probe? Just one? By unautomated probe? In 1874, no significant resources were noted. Orbital distance 2.35 AU, orbital period 6.6 Earth years, radius 3,893 kilometers, day length 54.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 194 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.25 G. There's minerals on here. What are they lying about? Okay, let's go straight to Zelene. Let's see how we do. Is it this way? Almost.
Fuel at 1/2 capacity.
I think cool. Good old Edie. Alright. Let's see what this planet is. It is Nepaima. Tidally locked to the star Zelene, Nepaima has the expected hot pole and cold pole. Okay. Along the Terminator is a thin band of nearly habitable terrain. Unfortunately, the local biosphere is based on a chlorinated oxygen atmosphere. It is not sophisticated, but it is proven highly dangerous. The Asari surveyor Verilas landed on Nepaima in 1684 to study the local ecology. Unbeknownst to the crew, a handful of native chlorine-fixing microbes passed through the biohazard screening and entered the ship. The Verilas returned to the port of Nospalnalo on Ilium, where the Nepaiman microbes escaped into a temperate environment with plentiful unused chlorine. The microbes devoured the chlorides in the earth. As metabolic byproducts, they produced toxic polychlorinated biphenyls, PCBs. By the time the infestation was contained, an area of nearly 30 square kilometres had been effectively turned into a toxic waste dump. Nosparnalo had to be abandoned, accelerating the development of Nosastra. Orbital distance 0.8 AU, orbital period 0.8 Earth years, radius 4,456 kilometres, day length, there's a day length, 40.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.55 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 32 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity of 0.57 G. Nothing. Alright. Oh dear. Eventually we'll get to a planet that actually has things on it.
I have detected an anomaly.
What do you know? This is the planet Halime. I'll just prep this up here as well. H-E-L-Y-M-E. Halime is a post-garden world that once enjoyed an Earth-like oxygen-nitrogen atmosphere. It is still blessed with plentiful water, but a generally cold climate and extreme seasonal shifts courtesy of a 38-degree axial tilt. Halime is thought to be the homeworld of the Arthen, a space-faring species which disappeared approximately 300,000 years ago. Precisely what happened to Halime is still under debate. It appears a global extinction occurred, wiping out all native animal life forms more complex than zooplankton. Plant forms were not affected by the lack of oxygen-breathing life caused oxygenation of the atmosphere. Plant life was reduced after lightning storms ignited global wildfires. The leading theory for Halim's devastation is an out-of-control biological weapon. For this reason, landing is strictly prohibited. The corporations of Ilium have placed a network of quarantine satellites to dissuade would-be looters from landing in the crumbling cities. Orbital distance 1.2 AU, orbital period 1.5 Earth years, radius 5,522 kilometers, day length 44.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.84 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 15 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.87 G. What's on this planet?
Found something.
Okay, what do we got? Anomaly detected. Mercenary activity detected inside a mining facility on planet surface. Facility confirmed registered to Eldfell Ashland Energy Corporation. Eclipse presence confirmed. Distress beacon powered down at site. Sensors detect multiple spacefaring vessel launches from facility. Let's get down there. To be prepared for shields and barriers. So this is me going, I gotta remember. The wiki page is just, it's not forthcoming with info on what that means exactly. I'm tempted to just I mean, exactly what. I think warp is the anti-barrier one. Yeah, let's go with people who have warp. Let's go through that again. I think Reeve as well. Let's go Samara. Let's give her 1 on the scoreboard. Energy drain does do anti-shield stuff, Satali. I don't remember whether fire does it or not. Actually, oh, it does it as well, Garrus. It's all coming back to me now. Okay, Miranda has 2 because she has warband overload. Heavy warps. Ammo, so it's Jack and you can see me. Overload. Alright. Who are we pulling out today? Miranda, for 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just a D6. Oopsie. Still on threads. Seeing lots of puppy videos. Where's my randomizer gone? Oh, there it is. D6. 3. Garrus. Oh, I heard that heartbeat again. Good lord. Okay. And what is a good anti-shield, anti-barrier type of heavy weapon? So grenade launcher, yes. How much? Yes. 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 We haven't had the cane at all out. I'm tempted to just like take that out anyway. Why not? For once. This could be disastrous. I can't fire it within close range of anything. Let's see what happens. We are parked in an area that I can't get to. I mean, can't get to the corner. Bugs, man, bugs. Okay, this is the cargo computer. It's a shipping log. Edfell Ashland Energy Corporation shipping log. And the body of the message says, cargo ship Ter Allen docked and received a large shipment of resources en route to a facility in the Dranik system. Ter Allen requested escort for the shipment, claiming pirate activity along the route. I'm tempted to just pull this thing out right now and just see what happens.
Down you go. Enemy down. Mind over matter.
Huh.
This is going down.
Okay, let's try that again. Don't stand out too much in the open there, huh? Watch out for the little bugs. Okay.
Time to die. There we go.
investigate Eclipse presence here now. Examining the PDA. It says, alert, we are under mercenary attack. Escort civilians to crew quarters, then return to the work area to protect the main computer at all costs.
Let's do it.
Still keen to find out what this thing does. Damn it. Okay then. Okay.
Yes!
Because of I'm ready.
Okay. Jeez, okay.
Weapons!
Hack the mainframe. Come on. Haven't done this in a while. Aha. Okay, shipping log. We got that before. This one says encrypted data as the subject line, and the body says location of last report from Ter Allen encrypted. Decrypt. Can we pull it off this time? Jesus, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be pulling that one out ever again.
One left!
less to worry about.
So holding this position until they until they stop, I guess.
Look out! Go, go, go!
Here we go.
Nice shot, Garrus. Okay, decrypted data is incomplete. Further details are required to trace the Terra Island's location. Data has been sent to Cerberus for further analysis. Okay, and it seems like everything's been done. Let's just see if there's any more loot to be had. Looks like a free Medigel. Okay. That's probably it. Okay. Let's get out of here. Mission summary. Recovered data referring to the Terra Island's location. More decryption needed. Experience gained 156 credits, 7,500 from Cerberus. Still don't know why they're funding us after we betrayed them. We found 7,500, that's a total of 1,500, and we found 2,000 light. Okay. Never going to pull out the nuke gun again. It's way too powerful. Okay. Now we're going to this planet, which is FO. FO is a rocky world with an atmosphere of oxygen and carbon dioxide. There are large craters scattered across its surface, obviously from hypervelocity kinetic impactors. Stretching between these locations are the shattered remains of magnetic levitation rail lines, which strongly suggests the craters represent the former locations of Artheni mining outposts or other settlements. The equatorial region contains an extensive network of canyons formed by the planet's abundant liquid water. Travel advisory: FO's atmosphere is approximately 41% carbon dioxide at sea level. This level is 4 to 6 times that necessary to render most species unconscious within a few minutes of breathing it. Breathing masks must be worn at all times when on the surface of FO. Orbital distance 1.56 AU, orbital period 2.2 Earth years, 2.22 Earth years. Specifically, radius 8,031 kilometers, day length 70 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.98 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 41 degrees Celsius, 12 equator, and a surface gravity of 1g. Anything here? Nah. Alright. Skedaddle. To this lovely red planet here, which is Galon. Galon is surrounded by an extensive ring system. The inner rings are composed pulverized nano-manufactured carbon materials, thought to be the remains of an Artheni helium-3 mining infrastructure. The few pieces of larger debris found indicate a materials technology at least equal to the current galactic state-of-the-art. The outer rings consist of water ice, silicate dust, and the odd bit of rock. Analysis of the debris often show shock damage and evidence of rapid heating. Some parahistorical theorists insist that the outer rings represent debris from a moon or moons destroyed by mass accelerated bombardment. This has been rejected by every reputable xenoarchaeologist. While it is theoretically possible to destroy a small moon utterly with dreadnought bombardment, no species sees a compelling reason to do so. Apart from, I don't know, the Reapers, maybe? Orbital distance 2.96 AU, orbital period 5.7 Earth years, radius 63,539 kilometers, and a day length of 8.9 Earth hours. Nothing. Celine? That's it for this arm of the galaxy. Fuel back up. That's a bit. Okay. Now we see Crescent Nebula system. They're all good here. Yeah. Hourglass Nebula. Let's save that for last, actually. I'm going to go and visit, what's her name? Liara Tisoni one more time after all this. Let's go to the Valhalla threshold. When I say like that animation of the going through the mass relay is the best one out of the three. Oh, that's right, we've got to go to these systems. Let's go to Micah first. Might as well. Okay. And 2 planets and 2 asteroid fields. This planet is Elohai, a small hydrogen-helium gas giant formed around a metallic hydrogen core. Elohai will be the site of a rare astronomical event later this year. The comet Asaro will come in on its orbit of 70 galactic standard years and travel so close to the giant that it is predicted to be captured as a moon. Dozens of space probes from around the galaxy have been launched into the Raheel system to record this moment. Elohai is within the frost line of its parent star, where gas giants do not usually form. For this reason, it is believed to be an extrasolar capture. Travel advisory: a statistically significant number of distress signals have come from the 1 million kilometre mark around Elohai. Pirates are believed to be working the area. In-person tourism is not advised. Orbital distance 0.6 AU, orbital period 0.5 Earth years, radius 38,119 kilometres, and a day length of 11.8 Earth hours. Anything here? Nah. It's 20%. Okay, so that means that there are 3 other objects that have to be investigated in this system. Apart from this planet, which is Dumar, home to 51 moons, including the prebiotic moon Anafiel. Dumar is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with violent surface winds exceeding 1900 kilometers per hour. Like its sister planet Elohai, it is believed to be an extrasolar capture. Orbital distance 1.6 AU, orbital period 2 Earth years, radius 59,152 kilometers, and a day length of 10 Earth hours. Anything here? No. So, what could be here hiding? It's this little thing. Ah, lovely. This is Israfil. Largest of the ESO trio, Israfil is a silicate-heavy carbonaceous asteroid. It is home to approximately 40 species of microorganisms in its liquid water, and was blamed as the source of the prion-based biowarfare agent EHE, exotic humanoid encephalopathy, used by the terrorist group Totenkopf in their attack on Gagarin Station in 2184. While many in the scientific community protested that Israfil did not have sufficient atmosphere or evolutionary history to sustain life at the prion level, the asteroid and its ESO miners were nevertheless quarantined to reassure the public that the Systems Alliance was taking action. Though no evidence has yet been found that EHE originated from Israfil or was even synthesized in a local lab, the SSV Manila and a team of epidemiologists maintain watch over the asteroid's ship traffic for now. Population 1006, orbital distance 4.3 AU, orbital period 8.9 Earth years, radius 905 kilometers, day length 68.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 100 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.3 G. Scanning in. What else is around here that looks like a planetary body? That does! This is Synalus, one of the trio of asteroids formed around an element 0 core. Synalus is the easiest to mine for low-yield ESO. A carbonaceous asteroid, Synalus has a trace of water-bearing minerals and organic carbon in the form of kerogen. Currently, the asteroid is surrounded by Quarian mining ships extracting fuel for the flotilla. Orbital distance 4.1 AU, orbital period 8.3 Earth years, radius 540 kilometers, day length 24.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure nothing at all, surface temperature minus 116 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.1 G. Nothing scanning. Might have been the, pretty sure I picked up a map or two earlier on. And, yeah, it might have been for ESO. Aha! Entering the orbit of Kakabel. The second asteroid in the system formed around an element 0 core. Kakabel is another carbonaceous asteroid with a surface made of hydrated minerals such as carbonates and clays. Beneath its icy surface is liquid water with some amino acids. The surface of Kakabel is pitted and scarred with strip mining stations, where the Quarians took as much ESO as possible before moving on. Orbital distance 4.2 AU, orbital period 8.6 Earth years, radius 470 kilometers, day length 68.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure bugger all, surface temperature minus 118 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.1 G. Oh, lots of palladium, but we're not going to pick it up. Alright, that's all from Micah. Let's go to Paz. Paz has, one whole planet. And this is the planet Garvug. In 354 CE, Garvug was considered a bargain world given to the Krogan to placate them because no one else wanted to live on such a frozen rock. Technically a life-bearing world, Garvug had a small farm belt around its equator and well-insulated marine life in its seas. By the turn of the century, the Krogan had completely adapted, breeding hundreds of younglings per family in vast underground bunkers. By the turn of the next century, Garvug's narrow strips of coral reef had been destroyed by overfishing and pollutants. An excess Krogan took to the stars to find another planet to consume. Garvug was treated as an object lesson by the Citadel Council. The Krogan could not be trusted to check their own numbers. Today, Garvug is a frozen wasteland, home to corporate eco-engineering efforts trying to implement sustainable agri- and aquaculture practices. Krogan and Vorcha packs are a constant threat, and the corporations pay mercenaries well to keep their operations safe. Orbital distance 4 AU, orbital period 6.1 Earth years, radius 6,200 kilometers, day length 27 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.2 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 30 degrees Celsius, 5 at the equator, with surface gravity of 1 g. Is that it for this system? Oh my god, yes it is. Alright, that's it for this system. Titan's done, the Omega's done. The Pilus Nebula. Okay, the reef is done. Let's go to Dorada. So pretty. Okay. What do we got here? Nothing in the asteroid belt. This is Ciano. Ciano, named for an ancient Asari philosopher known for being a contrarian, orbits Dorada at a retrograde. It is believed to be an object that fell into the system millions of years ago from parts unknown. The outermost of Dorada's two inner asteroids belt is thought to have been a small planetoid that was broken up by Ciano's passage into the system. Ciano is formed of low-density rock and tidally locked to Dorada. The same hemisphere always faces the star. There is evidence that a complex of artificial structures once existed in the north of the sunward-facing hemisphere, but they have been badly degraded by millennia of heat and radiation. Several bunkers of radioactive waste, apparently byproducts of primitive fission planets, have been discovered on the far side. Orbital distance 12.9 AU? For the inner planet? That's a lot. Orbital period 26 Earth years, radius 4,925 kilometers, day length 26 Earth years. Atmospheric pressure, trace, surface temperature 79 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.47 g. We're scanning, and it's just got, you know, things. Okay. Next up is the planet Thanusi. Thanusi is a small barren rock. Though there is evidence that it once had an atmosphere of carbon dioxide, only trace amounts of krypton and xenon remain. Like Ciano, it is tidally locked to Dorada. Orbital distance 25.7 AU, orbital period 73.1 Earth years, radius 3,602 kilometers, day length 73.1 Earth years, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 10 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.33 g. There's probably nothing here, is there? Yeah. Just think, we could have been scanning this for stuff much earlier in the game.
Anomaly detected.
Hooray! This is Synalus. Synalus is smaller than Earth, but has unusually high density. A high level of tectonic activity indicates that the density is caused by an abundance of radioactive materials in the core. These, combined with the planet's unusually high rate of spin, raise the planet's internal temperature and cause volcanism. While several companies performed mineral assays in the late 2170s, the world's geological instability precluded development. Orbital distance 46.3 AU, orbital period 176.8 Earth years, radius 4,618 kilometers, day length 9.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.83 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 99 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.85 g. Okay. geth, huh?
Probe launched. Scans have found something.
Alright. Anomaly detected. Sensors detecting anomalous weather patterns on the planet's surface. Geth activity detected. Recommend extreme caution. Okay, let's land. So, sure. We want so people getting a mention in this wiki entry are Garrus, Zaid, and Tali. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so there we go. Disrupt ammo. Yep. So Zaid. You got AI hacking. So Legion is on the list. Tally. Energy drain, AI hacking. Yes. Overload, so Garrus gets a nod there. Heavy overload, so Randa gets a nod. Overload. Okay, so Tali is absolutely on this. And it's out of Zaid and Garrus. It is Garrus. Arc projector or the missile launcher? Arc projector, I think. Done. Oh dear.
They've seen us.
shot.
Can't see a thing in this helmet.
There we go. One less to worry about. Hostile!
Deploying combat drone.
There we go. Gotcha.
Allied. Fire.
What the fuck was that? Action music!
We've been spotted.
One less to worry about.
One down.
One less to worry about.
Spooky.
This is valuable.
Rightio. So, mission complete. Recovered geth climate change technology. Experience gain 156. Damage protection. We've got a shield upgrade apparently. Plus 60% to shields, barriers, and armor. Credits 3750 found and funding for a total of 7500, and we got 600 palladium. Sick. I don't think we can research much else at the moment. I mean, let's have a...
No
Oh,
messages
sweet.
for you, Commander.
Thank you, Kelly. Good to have you back. I mean... Oh, hang on a second. Oh, yes, okay, sure. Damage protection 6 out of 6. Yes, please. Ablative 6. We got it. Who knew? Hang on a second. Was there anything else? Heavy weapon ammo 6 out of 6? Yeah, why not? Okay. Nothing else? I mean, should we? No, that's not. Okay. What else is around? Oh yeah, that's right. We were gonna do this one. This is the planet Zeth. Zeth is a common hydrogen-helium gas giant. An abundance of sulfur in the upper atmosphere gives it distinct yellow stripes. Orbital distance 69.5 AU, orbital period 325.2 Earth years, radius 60,327 kilometers, day length of 14.8 Earth hours. Alright. How about this one? This is the planet Synalus. A standard hydrogen-helium gas giant, Synalus has more than 80 moons. Orbital distance 138.9 AU, orbital period 919.2 Earth years, radius 63,748 kilometers, and a day length of 16.4 Earth hours. Nah. Note. Could this be the last one? This is the planet Varren. With an orbital period nearly 2 millennia long, the cold and distant Varren was actually missed in the initial Asari survey of the system. Only a follow-up mineral assay sent to Synalus by a Volus mining concern noticed its subtle movement across the stars. Varren is a methane ammonia ice giant circled by a retinue of deep frozen moons. Its remoteness makes it a popular drive discharge point for pirates working the Polonius Nebula cluster. In the last 2 years, several dozen ships have disappeared while passing through the Dorada system. As Polonius is currently unclaimed by any sovereign power, Council naval patrols are few and far between. Thus far, none of the pirates responsible have been apprehended. Orbital distance 222.2 AU, orbital period 1,860.4 Earth years, radius 26,566 kilometers, and a day length of 12.7 Earth hours. No anomalies. We 100% at Dorada. What's next? Chrysaroy? Let's go to Satent. Four bodies here. This is Raisaurus, an airless rock of mixed light ores. Raisaurus is only of note for the Terrino impact crater, a relatively recent asteroid strike within the last million years. The core of the object was partly composed of element 0. It struck at a low enough velocity that the ESO remained near the surface. Over the years, many pirates and wildcat miners have attempted to extract the ore. It is believed that the Terrino debris originated in the pulsar system AAP 34211+19. The supernova that formed the pulsar also created the red emission nebula that human spacers have unofficially named the Sakura Nebula. Orbital distance 0.6 AU, orbital period 0.5 Earth years, radius 3,790 kilometers, day length 66.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature 56 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.24 G. We got nothing. 20%, so there's got to be another object in there somewhere. Oh, what? Rascal. Okay. Rascal is a massive hot Jupiter gas giant that whips around the star Saturn once every 4.5 days. Like most planets of its type, it migrated inwards from its initial position in the system, thought to be around 0.3 AU. Rascal is one of the few close-orbiting gas giants to show a marked temperature difference in its sun-facing and dark-side hemispheres. The atmosphere absorbs and re-radiates Saturn's heat too quickly for winds to carry the heat to the dark side. There is a temperature difference of over 1,000 degrees from between the gas giant's hot and cold poles. Orbital distance 0.02 AU, orbital period 4.56 Earth days, radius 69,155 kilometers, and a day length of 4.56 Earth days. And unfortunately, no. Not scannable. Wow. Can't even see the star there. It's weird. Or is it the star and Rascal is just like much smaller? Okay, anyway. This is Anedia. Anedia is a small ice body with a very low density. Its mass is only 4% that of Earth. It appears to be composed mainly of carbon and water ice, but over the millennia it has accrued a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. While Anedia's gravity is weak enough that a cruiser could land on it safely, there is no particular reason one would want to. Pirates have been known to land and recover ice for cracking into hydrogen and oxygen. One area in the southern hemisphere, the so-called Anedian Scrapes, is so frequently used for this purpose that higher albedo raw ice can be easily seen from orbit. Orbital distance 1.14 AU, orbital period 1.4 Earth years, radius 2,949 kilometers, day length 38.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 41 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.19 G. Scanning it. Next up is the planet Boro. Boro is a young Volus colony world settled in defiance of a threat by terminus pirate groups. The pirates, who can't use the world themselves, I second guess myself there. The pirates, who can't use the world themselves, have suggested that the Volus hire them to protect the colony. The Volus responded by requesting military protection from their Turian allies. Although uncomfortably hot by Volus standards, Boro has the rare combination of high pressure and ammonia ecology Volus require. Development of the colony is proceeding rapidly. Colony founded 2180, population 1,617, capital Yila. Orbital distance 2.1 AU, orbital period 3.4 Earth years, radius 10,573 kilometers, day length 31 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.6 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 57 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 1.66 G. Nothing here. Okay, and last of all, the planet Nataisa. An unremarkable methane ammonia gas giant, Nataisa would be of no consequence if it weren't the only approachable gas giant in the Saturn system. Boro's Volus colony has set up a few automated ice cracking stations around the planet, and Nahu Combine has been contracted to set up a helium-3 extraction facility. Construction has lagged due to the CEO's arrest in a kickback scandal that reaches to the highest levels of the Vol Ministry of the Frontier. Orbital distance 4.1 AU, orbital period 8.3 Earth years, radius 23,623 kilometers, and a day length of 8.9 Earth hours. Nothing here that is combat-y or explorer-y or... Anyway. What's the other one? Ah, Chrysaroid. Okay. The Chrysaroid system. There's lots! Okay, this is Nidus. Nidus lies improbably close to the red dwarf Chrysaroid. This allows it to approach habitability, though it is quite frigid. It is tidally locked with a hot pole and a cold pole. Along the Terminator, the temperature averages just above freezing. On the lee side, the temperatures are well below freezing. Nidus has developed a limited native ecology. Much of it clusters permanently attached around geothermal vents. There are, however, more advanced forms of life. Several arthropodal herbivore species wander back and forth across the Terminator, as they require nutrients available in both environments for sustenance. More dangerous are the omnivorous predator species that devour the arthropods. Most animal life on Nidus has limited vision but finely developed thermal sense. Orbital distance 0.1 AU, orbital period 0.1 Earth years, radius 4,875 kilometers, day length 0.1 Earth years, atmospheric pressure 0.84 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 2 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.87 G. Lots of stuff there that we're not interested in. Okay. 6, 8, yes. This is the planet Theonax. Theonax's surface is covered by water and ammonia hydrate ices, which are constantly repaved by cryovolcanic processes. The world's size and density suggest the core contains heavier elements and retains much of the heat of the system's formation. Orbital distance 0.18 AU, orbital period 0.1 Earth years, radius 10,442 kilometers, day length 69.9 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.3 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 70 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 1.3 G. Lots of iridium, but we're not interested. This planet is Uzin. A typical methane ammonia ice giant, Uzin has 37 moons of various sizes. Chithes, one of the largest, orbits at a retrograde, suggesting it was a planetesimal that was captured by the gas giant gravity well. The planet itself is believed to be an extrasolar capture as well, though millions of years before Chithes came on the scene. Evidence collected by planetary geologists suggests that Chithes was for many centuries a water world, heated by tidal flexing as its orbit circularized around Uzin. The planetary ocean, once hundreds of kilometers deep, must now be frozen solid. Some have recommended drilling test bores to see if life ever developed in Uzin seas, but the question is considered academic. Orbital distance 0.31 AU, orbital period 0.3 Earth years, radius 31,982 kilometers, and a day length of 15.2 Earth hours. Just the elements, man. Just the elements. Planet number 4 is Gaius. Gaius is another methane ammonia gas giant, very similar to its near twin Uzin. It presents a nearly featureless robin egg blue face to the universe. Orbital distance 0.64 AU, orbital period 0.9 Earth years, radius 33,036 kilometers, and a day length of 9.9 Earth hours. Yeah, just palladium. I mean, who cares? Last of all, Tenoth. Tenoth is little more than a glorified ice dwarf that has drifted inwards from Chrysaroid's Oort cloud over the millennia. Its extremely elliptical orbit is ultimately unstable. Computer projections suggest it will impact the atmosphere of Gaius in a few billion years. Orbital distance 1.86 AU, orbital period 2.6 Earth years, radius 1,411 kilometers, day length 17.9 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 220 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.09 G. Like, the radius of this planet is 40% again the distance from here to Cairns. I think, is that right? How far away is Cairns? It's 1,000 kilometers, isn't it? Just checking. Oh no, sorry. 1700. No, Sydney is 1,000 kilometers away. Well, it's 900 or something. From here is 915 kilometers. There you go. Yeah, so this planet would. Oh, it's the radius, sorry, here. Planet's radius would fit in between here and the Cairns. Right. Anything here? No. Okay. Fascinating. Alright, back to the mass relay.
Fuel reserves at 50%.
Gonna need a lot of fuel. Where to now? Or is it an ambulance? Let's do it. Oh, Alpha Draconis needs a bit more exploration from us. Right. What did we not investigate here? Just this little planet here. Alright, let's go. This is 2175 AR2. Still formerly unnamed, this planet is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with 21 moon-sized objects. Orbital distance 9.3 AU, orbital period 28.4 Earth years, radius 62,775 kilometers, and day length of 14 Earth hours. And there's nothing here but elements. Alright. Degrees, it's got a Phi Cleo. Okay. How many objects? Just the two? This is Silene. A mid-sized hydrogen-helium gas giant, Silene has an automated helium-3 refueling station, indicating that this remote system was once inhabited. Its distance from the mass relay and archaic design of the fuel station suggests that this system was mapped by someone who did not go through the relay but discovered it in an independent FTL exploration. Silene is within the thrust line of its parent star, where gas giants do not normally form. For this reason, Silene is believed to be an extrasolar capture. Orbital distance 0.5 AU, orbital period 0.4 Earth years, radius 38,920 kilometers, and a day length of 12.8 Earth hours. There you go. And over the other side of the system here is Parnassus. A boiling hot rock planet with extreme tectonic activity, Parnassus is home to many volcanic mountains. Surface scans reveal several geothermal and solar power stations tapping the planet's abundant energy. There's no history of the planet or its government in Citadel Council records. Given its proximity to a mapped and recorded planet like Silene, someone must have deleted Parnassus from the database. Orbital distance 1.1 AU, orbital period 1.2 Earth years, radius 5,850 kilometers, day length 50.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 4.71 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 158 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.8 G. Oh, lots of stuff that we are not going to probe for. Parnassus, like city of the ancient world? Pretty sure. Alright. Enoch is done. And this system is done, I think. Or is it a nebula? Done. Okay. Alright, Phoenix massing. Here we go. Maisuth. It's a mountain in central Greece. Okay. Cool. Cool. So, what have we not checked out here? Just the Sahel system. Okay. Salahir.
We have used half our fuel.
What? Already? Oh. Is there one planet here? This is the planet Ikuna. First discovered by the Quarians at the turn of the century, Ikuna is habitable, but a second-tier choice for most species. Circling an orange sun, Ikuna averages below freezing temperatures. This led development firms to colonize at the planet's equator, where the climate is tolerable for agriculture. The Quarians, seeking a homeworld of their own, petitioned to the Citadel Council for the right to take over Ikuna, but they had already settled a few 100,000 Quarians on the planet before approaching the Council. Seeing this occupation as an illegal act, the Council turned a deaf ear to Quarian pleas and gave the world to the Elcor, who could withstand the high gravity of the world far better. The Quarians squatting on the planet were given one galactic standard month to leave, at which point their colonies would be bombarded. The junk left by fleeing Quarians clogs up portions of the landscape to this day. Non-Elcor visitors to Ikuna are advised to use personal or vehicular mass effect fields to lighten the pressure, as the surface gravity will otherwise cause health and mechanical problems. Colony founded 2103 CE, population 221,256,200, capital Belshadi, Elcor Durawunafon. Orbital distance 1.6 AU, orbital period 2.3 Earth years, radius 10,206 kilometers, day length 36.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.4 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 37 degrees Celsius, equator mean temperature 15 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 4.1 G. Why are there two names for that place? Why do they not go with one name? Is one name Quarian and one name is Elcor? I don't know. Okay. Skedaddle. How did we not get fuel before? Okay. Missing far rim. Hades Nexus. That's next. Alright. What remains unexplored in the Hades Nexus? Ah, Pamiat. And Sheol. Okay. Object around here. 1, 2. Alright, this is the planet Patsayev. A rock planet encased in frozen oceans, Patsayev is notable for the largest written message ever created by a human being. Andrei Kobzar, a disgruntled miner whose fortunes were spent prospecting for EZO, used the mass accelerator cannon of a local mercenary group's A-61 Mantis gunship to carve a 208-kilometer long message in the ice saying "Zdez nichigo net," Russian for "There's nothing here." The message can easily be seen from space. Ironically, the message itself, intended to discourage future colonists, now draws small tourist crowds. Orbital distance 4.2 AU, orbital period 8.6 Earth years, radius 6,351 kilometers, day length 18.9 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 118 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 1 G. Can we see the message anywhere? Here's the message. on the planet's surface that we can see? No. Okay. So much for my tourist dollar. Right. What else is here? Oh! This little world here is here. And this is the planet Volkov. A dwarf planet, Volkov has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and krypton. Home to a thriving iridium mining community, Volkov's reputation is summed up as rich but dangerous. Pirates often lurk behind Volkov's two moonlets, Zenevieva and Alena, and cripple freighters leaving the atmosphere. To make matters worse, Volkov sits at the Chazov Belt, a field of asteroids and other small bodies which leads to frequent meteor strikes on the planet. Meteor-related casualties remain rare, but on Volkov, the chances of such a death are high enough that they are factored into insurance premiums. Population 3,800, orbital distance 8.5 AU, orbital period 24.8 Earth years, radius 1,705 kilometers, day length 68.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 3.75 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 59 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.1 G. Volkov may have a lot of stuff on it, but we're not going to pick any of it up. And I'll leave it for those Russians. It's got a shale. Okay, shale has one whole planet there.
I have detected an anomaly.
This is Gay Hinnom, a nearly atmosphereless, tidally locked planet orbiting a red dwarf star. Gay Hinnom was the first place human explorers discovered a dedicated Prothean burial ground. While a few sites were saved for posterity, Edfell Ashland Mining successfully lobbied to scout the rest of the planet for Element Zero, and soon was embroiled in a scandal. Mining teams were looting grave sites, searching for Ezo and other treasures, and many got rich off the so-called cemetery business. While EAM officially brought a stop to the looting, its mining teams remain on the planet, prospecting the unclaimed territory and taking their ore to the Pamyat system for refining. Travel advisory. Armed conflicts have broken out between miners and scientists staking claims to Prothean ruins. Visitors are advised to employ security while exploring unknown regions of the planet. Population 11,503. Orbital distance 0.3 AU. Orbital period 0.8 Earth years. Radius 2,379 kilometers. Day length 0.8 Earth years. Atmospheric pressure trace. Surface temperature 35 degrees Celsius. Habitable zone 108 degrees Celsius minus 120 degrees Celsius in the uninhabitable zones. And a surface gravity of 0.1 G. What is this thing?
Pilot of the scout ship Cyanid. Request immediate assistance. Repeat, this is Lieutenant Forzan von Zedina, pilot of the scout ship Cyanid. Request immediate assistance.
Launching probe.
Sounds like we need to save somebody.
Scans have found something.
Okay. Anomaly detected. Surface scans show evidence of a shipwreck meeting Quarian design specifications. Identity of ship unknown. Number of life signs detected in vicinity uncertain. Local wildlife may interfere with accuracy of biological scan. Let's land! Okay. So, we are looking for incinerate, reeve, nope, not combat drone, piercing ammo, incendiary ammo, warp ammo, cryo ammo, a mattock. got a lot to play with here. So, yeah, oh, none of those. Okay. Alright. Pole and Reeve. And oh, okay. Samara is on 3 instantly. Alright. Hacking, no. Incinerate. Morden. Armor piercing ammo. Garrus for 1. Okay, and slam. So Miranda's on 1. Grunt should not be used apparently. Jacob. Secondary ammo. Just the 1. Anything else? Vane has throw and that's it. Jack. Warp ammo. Warp ammo. And Kasumi. Okay, now who is named here? Thane. Samara and Jack. Alright. Thane and Jack. It's Thane. Except apparently the arc projector is the one to use here. Uh-oh.
I am detecting a single Quarian life sign in your location. Judging by the suit's erratic readings, the Quarian is badly injured. I am also detecting multiple native life signs near your landing site.
Okay, pilot's log, scout ship Siniad, Lieutenant Forzan Vas Idena. First record has a subject line of commence pilot's record. Body is, we managed to escape the geth's notice thanks to some clever work in silencing Siniad's engines, but the strain on the old ship was too much. The best we can hope for is to find a friendly spot somewhere in the shale system. Our reports show that isn't extremely likely. We were nervous scouting this close to the Perseus Vale, and we were right to be. At this point, I'm afraid we might never see the fleet again. With everything the Siniad has been through, it seems like an ignoble end. Second entry has a subject line of the first few hours. The body is. The landing was rough, but we managed to salvage from the wreckage the things we'd need to survive. Unfortunately, Lieutenant Commander Golat didn't make it, leaving me the senior officer in charge. We've scouted the landscape and found the planet to be extremely hostile. We don't dare remove our environment suits here. We're all hoping to be rescued before there's any danger of exposure. And the last entry is has the subject line, missing survivors. The body of the message is, I don't know who or what is taking them, but we've now lost more than half the crew who survived the crash. We hoped to build a camp here to survive until the Edena found our beacon, but something is hunting us. I have to keep the crew together as best I can. We will send out a search party when the day comes. I will find my crew, and we will do whatever it takes to return to the Edena. And that's all. Lots of dead varren. Forzan vs Edena.
Quarian life signs are stabilized. I recommend securing the area in preparation for shuttle extraction.
Ambush!
To say there was one on the damn
Go in peace.
oh, there's a big ass one over there.
Go in peace.
That would...
One falls. Easy shot.
Wonderful. Put them where we need one less to
Going out to the sea.
Oh, we got achieved there. What was that? Veteran. Okay. I think that's like 1,000 enemies killed or something.
One fall.
to work. Neutralize.
You've been spotted.
Heal one. Less to work.
awful lot of varren.
This will occupy them.
Anything else around here? Okay then. Okay.
Coordinates received. Your data inbound for pickup. You've done us a great service. Expect to hear from the captain.
All right. Mission summary: found and extracted Quarian survivor. Notified Edena of Syniad scout ship location. Experience gained 156 credits. We got 7,500 from Cerberus. That's about it. And we found 2,000 palladium. Okay. That's that done. And we're going back to the mass relay. If there's any more fun to be had that's comparable to sidekicking a varren just as I'm about to jump on a shuttle. Alright. Smashing Calliston Drift. Is there anything over there? Was there? No. Okay, what do we got? We got Acer. What's in the Acer system? This planet here, which is Agnin. A hothouse planet, Agnin's scorching clouds of methane and sulfur dioxide give the planet a pale green colour in visible light. The SO2 from volcanic activity rains down as sulfuric acid in the upper atmosphere. But this is boiled away before the liquid ever reaches the surface. Agnin's harsh environment has prevented exploration by anything except probes. Orbital distance 0.7 AU, orbital period 0.6 Earth years, radius 4,834 kilometers, day length 61.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 86.87 Earth atmospheres. Ouchie. Surface temperature 684 degrees Celsius and a surface gravity of 0.5 G. Nothing here? Nothing here. Skedaddle over to Kaushus. Kaushus is a dwarf planet that is believed to have been ejected from Agnin during a giant impact with another planet-sized body. At the time, Agnin had a magma ocean covering much of its surface and the liquid rock sprayed into space, where it coalesced and cooled over millions of years. The theory is that during this cooling, Kaushus first orbited Agnin, but was eventually pulled from that orbit by the gravity wells of other planets, primarily Drannon. Today, Kaushus is relatively temperate with a light hydrogen-helium atmosphere, attracting spacers who use its atmosphere to refuel. Its crust composition is similar to Agnin, evident in its high sulfur content. So I thought I just saw two spellings of sulfur. Might have been on the previous planet that it was a PH instead of an F. Anyway, orbital distance 1.4 AU, orbital period 1.7 Earth years, radius 1,454 kilometers, day length 37.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.34 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 23 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.1 G. See, it's big. Anyway, skedaddle. This is Drannon. We talked about that before. A sizable hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant just on the far side of its just on the far side of its pale yellow star's frost line. Drannon is known for its spectacular storms. At least 3 persistent observable spots, actually cyclonic and anticyclonic storms, have lasted for over 544 years, significantly longer than Jupiter's Great Red Spot. The largest of these spots, the Ishna, has consistently held a diameter over 3 times that of Earth. Drannon has 44 moons. 2 of them are of special interest to the Citadel Committee on Habitable Worlds. The first, Arvuna, is a life-bearing world that has already been colonized. The second, Alaya, is slowly being terraformed into an ammonia-based world for Voldus populations. Orbital distance 2.5 AU, orbital period 4 Earth years, radius 72,021 kilometers, and a day length of 17.1 Earth hours. Nothing on this planet that we can shoot, and that's all I'm interested in is the shooting. Uh-oh. And my mouse click, primary click, just like fizzed out for a second there. Great. It tells me I'm going to need to get a completely new mouse. Alright. This is the planet Alphormus. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Alphormus had its helium-3 refueling stations destroyed in an attack by Grow Zero, an anti-population terrorist group that wanted no more immigration to Arvuna. A consortium of Arvuna-based corporations are currently rebuilding the stations. Alliance Advisory: Alphormus is not considered vital to the stability of the Aesir system. Civilians working on the Helium-3 platforms should not expect Alliance military intervention in case of kidnapping or other violence. Orbital distance 10.1 AU, orbital period 32.2 Earth years, radius 67,626 kilometers, and a day length of 8.8 Earth hours. Just some stuff. What's this one? This is the planet Sheer. A remote rock planet capped in ice, Sheer has been exploited by Arvunian corporations for its minerals. Home to gold veins, which are used in spaceship shielding as well as jewellery, and cobalt deposits used in high-tensile alloys, Sheer shows no signs of being exhausted anytime soon. A light gravity helps keep the planetary exportation process cheap. Orbital distance 20 AU, orbital period 89.7 Earth years, radius 4,900 kilometers, day length 31 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 185 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.7 G. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. And the last planet to be explored by us is the planet Tamgauta. The outermost planet of the Aesir system, Tamgauta is remote and largely unexplored. Its carbon dioxide atmosphere has long since frozen into fields of dry ice. Orbital distance 42.2 AU, orbital period 275.1 Earth years, radius 3,354 kilometers, day length 64.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 216 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.2 G. Pretty planet. Okay, we are leaving Aesir. secure for Solvig. Let's go. Oh wait, I'm gonna go to Yakawa. Because we've explored it already. Why did I do that? Oh my god. What a waste of fuel that was. Okay. Let's go to this planet here. This is the planet Surtur. Surtur is a small but dense desert planet close to its parent star. All but traces of its nitrogen and carbon monoxide atmosphere have burned away, leaving it cooler than similar planets in other systems. Robo-mining has proved lucrative, as it has developed significant deposits of beryllium and palladium. Orbital distance 0.7 AU, orbital period 0.6 Earth years, radius 4,433 kilometers, day length 65 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature 126 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity of 0.8 G. And we're not stopping. What's this?
Anomaly detected.
Nice. Okay, Sinmara. Surtur's moon, Sinmara, has been used for many generations to monitor its parent star, Solvig. It has no atmosphere to interfere with solar observational equipment, which is critical at this juncture. The star recently showed signs of erupting prematurely into a red giant. In preparation for the day when the critical warning goes out, the extranet channel from Sinmara's research station is given top priority throughout the convoys in the system. The chances of such a signal being received over the sun's magnetic interference at that time is low, but relegating it to a lower channel proved politically untenable. Colony founded 2044 CE, population 135, largest habitat Tuntong.
Magnetic shielding failure detected. Catastrophic solar radiation exposure probable.
Probe launched. Scans have found something.
Okay. Anomaly detected. Planetary scans indicate that the Sinmara colony is vulnerable to its sun's hazardous solar flares. Malfunction detected in colony's magnetic shield. Shield must be reactivated to avoid exposing colony to unstable solar activity and potential annihilation. Okay. Let's land this sucker. Oh. No combat here. Just me? Love it. Yes, I cheated my way through that. Alright. Mission summary. Restored magnetic shield keeping Synmara colony safe from catastrophic solar activity. Credit reward transferred from Synmara colonists. Experience gained 156 credits. We found 3750 apparently. We got 3750 from Cerberus for a total of 7500 and we got 2000 palladium. The other thing in the Solvig system is Thrivaldi. The hydrogen-helium gas giant Thrivaldi's refueling stations provide helium-3 for commercial spacecraft visiting the system. It has 9 known moons and many smaller bodies in its rings. Planetary advisory. Recent attacks by pirates have targeted Thrivaldi's refueling stations. Authorities list the perpetrators as at large. Travel is not recommended. Orbital distance 1.5 AU, orbital period 1.8 Earth years, radius 35,957 kilometers, and a day length of 11 Earth hours. It's green. Pretty. Solvig is done. Let's go to Talava if we can spare the fuel. Yeah, we can.
We have used half our fuel.
In the Talava system, we have, first of all, Itaurus, a large rock planet orbiting an F-class star. Itaurus is pummeled by radiation, heavy gravity, and tectonic activity. Its crust is mostly silicates and of little value. Travel is not advised. Orbital distance 0.5 AU, orbital period 0.3 Earth years, radius 8,945 kilometers. Day length 65.1 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature 549 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 2.8 G. There's nothing we want, there's got nothing I need. Oh dear. This is the planet Kaushus, home to the spectacular Infinity Caldera. Kaushus is a young planet with extreme tectonic and volcanic activity. With 9 supervolcanoes that can throw out at least 1,000 cubic kilometers of dense rock equivalents each, Kaushus's activity has put its atmosphere in a state of shroud. It will likely suffer from global dimming for at least the next 10 years. Though much of the surface is no more dangerous than many other inner ring planets, this extreme tectonic activity has given Kaushus a bad reputation and discouraged all resource exploitation. Orbital distance 1.2 AU, orbital period 1 Earth year, radius 6,212 kilometers, day length 42.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature 249 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 1. Just one. Alright. And we shouldn't scan any further. The next planet is Matrum. Or Matrum. A small hot rock with few resources, Matrum is used by the Turian armed forces for its maximum security prison and interrogation centers. The temperatures are high enough to prevent any escape without an environmental suit, but low enough that construction of additional buildings will not be hindered. Over 500,000 prisoners are detained on Matrum, only a handful of which have ever managed even a temporary escape. A small supply economy and prefab habitats support the prison staff, who usually work only for 2-year tours of duty before they are rotated out to less stressful positions. Orbital distance 2.8 AU, orbital period 3.6 Earth years, radius 4,620 no, that's not right. Radius 4,642 kilometers, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature 74 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.4 G. Prison obviously doesn't need our help. And last planet in the system to have a look at is...
I have detected an anomaly.
Has got an anomaly on it. This is Titus, A desert of whitish potassium salts and reddish iron oxides, Titus is far enough away from its parent star to have a tolerable surface temperature. Though it has only a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide and oxygen, it is still hospitable enough for criminals in the Terminus systems to use it as a staging base. Turian patrols sometimes fly through the area, looking to preempt jailbreak attempts on Matron's prisons. Travel advisory: unregistered starships have been spotted in the vicinity of Titus. Civilian travel is not recommended. Orbital distance 4 AU, orbital period 6.1 Earth years, radius 6,045 kilometers, day length 22.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature -1 degree Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.9 G.
Welcome to it. Repeat, there's a piece of crap mech on this planet's surface. If you think you can get it to work, you're freaking welcome to it. Welcome to it. Repeat.
Probe launched. I have found something.
Okay. Anomaly detected. Surface scans detect one EMIR heavy mech signature matching an unknown, possibly pirate registration. Mech appears to be disabled, but broadcasting a looping message. Message does not appear to be a distress signal. Resource scans indicate large quantities of mineral resources available, but obscured behind walls of dense stone. Okay, let's land. Okay, familiar weapon or power or squad mate. Now's your chance. Okay. Doesn't matter. So, how many squad mates have we got? 12. We are taking Karas and Kasumi. Okay. Just for a bit of weird overkill, I'm going to take the missile launcher.
I'm detecting a large supply of resources buried deep within the canyon walls. Heavy explosives will be required to excavate them.
Datapad. This datapad says, I paid Harriet good money for this useless heap of signal error. Detected serious cases of resources here on the planet, but memory leak detected. Alright, I said, sure, the thing leaks fuel like a bolus after a mug of Rinpol, but I can deal with that. So I took off and laid out a trail of power cells leading from where I unloaded the mech to bad package, please restart, so I could at least get the damn thing moving. And now, illegal fault detected, won't even move. Damn, that's swindling Elcor. Okay. Piece of signal error. So memory. They're bypassing. Crap. are you shooting at? Okay. Weird robot. Huh. What the heck? That's strange.
Enemies ahead!
On my way.
I'm with you.
Thanks. Where have you been, Kasumi? Great. Okay then. And we've got a whole bunch of resources here. 5,000 platinum, in fact. Okay then. Bizarre mission. Alright. Mission summary. Recovered buried cache of resources. Emir mech unsalvageable. Experience gain 156 credits. We got 7,500 for Cerberus for some reason. And we got 5,000 platinum. Okay. And a valuable lesson in not buying second-hand robotics. Okay. Let's go back to Baylor. Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it? I'm gonna catch a mass relay to... We've got 3 more systems to check out, so hawking Ada first. Okay, and it's only because we have not visited Century yet. And in the Century system, ooh. Planetary bodies. First up, we've got Tamahira. Tamahira has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. The surface is icy and composed of sodium oxide with deposits of calcium. It contains a few unremarkable metals, but mainly consists of rock. The presence of canyons and floodplains indicates that liquid water once existed, suggesting Tamahira had a thicker insulating atmosphere in the past. Orbital period 1.4 Earth years, radius 6,302 kilometers, day length 40.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.34 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 30 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity of 0.66 G. Nothing here. Oh. Next planet is Clendagon. It's a very familiarly named planet. I'm pretty sure it was a part of Okay. Clendagon. Oh, right. This was, no. Okay. Okay, anyway, something about it in the wiki here. Alright, Clendagon. Clendagon is an arid terrestrial, slightly larger than Earth, but with a lower density that reflects its relative lack of heavier elements. The crust is composed of tin and aluminium. The crust is composed with wide deserts of dust-fine sand that are easily stirred by the wind. Clendagon's most striking feature is the Great Rift Valley that stretches across the southern hemisphere. What is most fascinating about the rift is that it does not appear to be natural. The geological record suggests that it is a result of a glancing blow by a mass accelerator round of unimaginable destructive power. This occurred some 37 million years ago. Orbital period 2.3 Earth years, radius 7,377 kilometers, day length 53.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.64 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 53 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.88 G. It looks nothing like the picture that's in the... Yeah, maybe it was meant to be in Mass Effect 1, because that picture that's there is it's a Mass Effect 1 picture. Anyway. Nothing. So go to the next planet. This is the planet Cantra. A terrestrial world of average size, Cantra's atmosphere is composed of nitrogen and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of tin with deposits of calcium. Aside from some spectacular formations of water ice at the poles, the planet has little to recommend it. Orbital distance 14.3 AU, orbital period 60.6 Earth years, radius 5,471 kilometers, day length 66.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.83 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 175 degrees minus Celsius, minus 175 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.7 G. Nothing here. Oh, keep on hitting the wrong button. Okay, and the last planet in the system to have a look at is Theropto. Theropto is a typical ice gas giant. Okay, I didn't know the planets could be ice and gas at the same time. With traces of chlorine and sulfur in its atmosphere. It has over 100 moons and an extensive ring system composed of pulverized rock, presumably the debris from shattered moons. Orbital distance 29.4 AU, orbital period 128.2 Earth years, radius 68,714 kilometers, and a day length of 17.5 Earth hours. It for Swords Shard. What do I say? Sounds like there's two theme musics going on at once at the moment. Shadow Sea, New Expanse. Let's go to the Shadow Sea. Oh, only one planet left there, and it is Watchman. Who watches this one? Perched on the outer edge of Aira's small solar system, Watchman is a mid-sized rock and ice planet that has picked up a dozen moon-sized objects. Its nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere is too thin to support life, with solid ice covering its calcium-heavy rocky core. Footprints of the first surveying teams to come to the planet can still be seen on its practically airless surface. The planet, devoid of valuable resources, has seen few visitors since. Orbital distance 4.1 AU, orbital period 8.3 Earth years, radius 5,728 kilometers, day length 28.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 116 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity of 0.8 G. Nothing to be had on this planet. Is there anything else to have a look at? No. Okay. Shadow Sea is 100%. Nubian Expanse. This is going to be the last system that we check out. Just in time. Our partner's coming home very soon. Okay. Checked out everything in the Darker system. Let's have a look at Kalabsha, I guess. Oh, we haven't checked out all of Darker either. Kalabsha's planets are Yam, Okay. With over 90% of its surface covered in oceans, Yam is a habitable nitrogen-oxygen world, but its extremes can be quite hostile to sapient life. The heat from its extremely long days reaches dangerous levels, ranging from 24 degrees Celsius at night to 53 degrees in the afternoon in the temperate zones. Hurricanes run unchecked across the oceans, with winds reaching up to 250 kilometers per hour. While there are some arthropod-like animals, the predominant forms of life are various kinds of toxic algae blooms that stretch hundreds of kilometers across. However, other biohydrocarbon algae blooms are suitable for use as biofuel, and farming the green gold forms the backbone of Yam's economy. Colony founded 2170 CE, population 488,504, capital New Karnak. Orbital distance 2 AU, orbital period 2.8 Earth years, radius 6,501 kilometers, day length 69.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.8 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 34 degrees Celsius in the temperate zone, and a surface gravity of 1.1 G. Nothing to be had. Karnak, eh? Egyptian city from memory? And this is Tefnut. Gotta be a Egyptian city then, because Tefnut is a Egyptian god, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, Tefnut, a hydrogen-helium gas giant. Tefnut is home to a helium-3 collection and the nearest refueling facility to the Nubian Expanse's mass relay. As such, it is a major gateway to the Verge and Terminus systems, and has become famous for its hospitality industry. Tefnut's motto is known throughout the galaxy: like home, only better. Visitors here can stay at expansive resort stations. Let's try that again. Visitors here can stay at expansive resort stations, watch locally produced entertainment, buy mind-affecting substances not welcome in Citadel space, and rent companionship. Resources are shipped in from Yam at substantial discounts, allowing these small space stations to have surprising luxuries such as edible arthropods and large amounts of fresh water. What a bizarre entry. Okay, population 33,810 spread across 5 space stations. Orbital distance 4.1 AU, orbital period 8.3 Earth years, radius 57,010 kilometers, and a day length of 8.8 Earth hours. That's not the scanner. Alright, Now, Karnak is absolutely it's the temple complex near Luxor. Right, okay. And Tefnut. Is the feminine counterpart of the air goddess Shu. Okay. Let's go to Kaushus before we head home to Dhaka. Oh, big star. Alright. Kaushus has the planet Nerissa. Nerissa is an unremarkable methane ammonia ice giant with a small family of icy moons. It is likely that the Kaushus system had additional worlds earlier in its history, but these have been swallowed by the aging giant star. Kaushus is an elderly metal-poor population 2 star. broadly similar to Arcturus. Orbital distance 6.17 AU, orbital period 2.4 Earth years, radius 42,214 kilometers, and a day length of 19.2 Earth hours. But we're not going to scan it. That's it, Krakatasi. Let's go to Dhaka. And, you know, drive in a rally race. No, let's not do that. What's that planet there? Okay, this is the planet Gamayon. Gamayon is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with 6 large icy moons. The outermost one, Gigula, is of note for a well-preserved wreckage of an ancient starship that was recovered by a Turian military surveyor. Little information has been released to the public on this vessel, aside from a scholarly paper regarding how the internal layout suggested a horizontally oriented race. Orbital distance 5.19 AU, orbital period 11.8 Earth years, radius 50,875 kilometers, and a day length is 65.6 Earth hours. Only a poor planet. And last of all, this planet is Zernitra. Cold, distant Zernitra has an extremely low density and is thought to be mainly water ice around a small rocky core. It has little to recommend it. Orbital distance 7.78 AU, orbital period 21.8 Earth years, radius 2,683 kilometers, and day length 44.9 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 158 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.16 G. And this is it. We're done. Don't get some sort of achieve for visiting every single planet in the galaxy. That's because we haven't yet. Look at that, 47% in the Hourglass Nebula. Just before we settle in there, just making sure. Everything in Ocean. Let's see this one first. Hoitari we're heading for.
Fuel reserves at 50%.
Now let's go back. Thank you for that warning, Edie. Get about 200 grand worth of credits to take us into Mass Effect 3. Hopefully that's enough for us. What do we got here? Alright, this is Igella. Only known from scan data picked up by space probes, Igella is currently classified as a dwarf planet. A warm, barren rock, its thin atmosphere is composed of carbon dioxide and oxygen. Significant alumina deposits in its crust make its density and gravity very low indeed. Orbital distance 0.7 AU, orbital period 0.6 Earth years, radius 1,511 kilometers, day length 19.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.03 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 125 degrees Celsius, surface gravity of 0.1 G. Nothing here. Take our interest except in an abundance of mineable stuff.
I have detected an anomaly.
Oh my god, an anomaly. Okay, so this is Xanathu. Xanathu is believed to be a post-garden world. Xanathu has large deposits of calcium carbonate in its sedimentary rocks, indicating it may once have it may have once had plate tectonics and even plant life. Its swirling clouds of dust and snow may have occurred more recently and blocked the sun, creating a mass extinction event. Its surface gravity is comfortable and its temperature tolerable by most sapient species. Orbital distance 1.9 AU, orbital period 2.6 Earth years, radius 6,619 kilometers, day length 53.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.38 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 16 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 1.2 G.
Unregistered or record damaged. Nature of incident is not recorded. Assistance is requested. General distress. User unregistered or record damaged. Nature of incident is not recorded. Assistance is requested. General.
Launching probe.
Okay.
I have found something.
Alliance hotspot detected. Alliance sources requested all ships keep watch for signs of the missing freighter MSV Estevanico, lost 1 year ago in this sector. Any data recovered that sheds light on the Estevanico's fate will be rewarded. Surface scans indicate the presence of a large shipwreck. Signature bears similarities to that of the Alliance merchant freighter MSV Estevanico. Structural integrity is critical. Life support is damaged but capable of sustaining a skeleton crew. Recommend extreme caution. Let's go. And it's just me again.
It is likely that searching the wreckage would provide information about the Estevanico's final hours. Warning. Disturbing the wreck could cause it to become unbalanced and fall over the cliff's edge.
That's disturbing. Oh my god. whole lot of nope. God damn it. Why am I even doing this to myself? Alrighty. Mission summary. Data retrieved. Escaped mission site. Experience gained 156 credits. Found 3750 somewhere along the line. Got 3750 out of the poor old elusive man. That's a total of 7500, and we found 2000 iridium. Okay. Okay. Now.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yes, I was about to say. I think I've got some emails here. Okay. As a result of that one, we have a message called with a subject line of an amazing find, and it's from Dr. Richard Tullis, Curator, Alliance Museum of Galactic Exploration, Earth. Commander Shepard, you have our thanks for recovering the data from the MSV Estevanico. The data shows that the ship was attacked and overrun by Bloodpack mercenaries and Vorcha soldiers. According to the dated records, this was the first Alliance crew to encounter the Vorcha. How frightened they must have been. We are sending salvage crews now to recover what they can for the museum. Thank you again for your dedication. And we have one about the Cinead. So the Quarian that we rescued earlier on. And the subject line is the Cinead, thank you. And it is from Captain Yisin Mal Vas Idena. Commander Shepard, please accept my sincere appreciation for your efforts in locating the wreckage of the Cinead. The ship has that ship has a storied history with both the migrant fleet and Cerberus, and we are pleased to know that her wreckage can be salvaged by my people. In finding and stabilizing Lieutenant Forzan, you have returned to the flotilla one of her newest and most honored heroes. Your efforts in furthering the Quarian search for a new homeworld will be remembered. Okay, that's it for my emails. Okay. Killers. We've got Xanathu, and what's this planet? It is Synalus. Space probes indicate that Synalus is nowhere near as hospitable as its neighbour Xanathu. Synalus's hydrogen-argon atmosphere is thought to be anathema to life, but the presence of borax on the surface spawned by a boron-heavy core indicates the planet may once have had water. Orbital distance 2.2 AU, orbital period 3.3 Earth years, radius 5,391 kilometers, day length 66.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.23 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature -3 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.84 G. And that's it for this leopard-skinned planet. Very nice. Very 70s. Okay, and the last planet in the system here is Fagan. Fagan rounds out the trio of planets only scouted by space probe in this backwater solar system. A frozen ball with significant amounts of tin in its crust, Fagan has a fractional atmosphere with trace amounts of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Strange radiation emissions have been charted coming off of Fagan, but it is unknown if these are from radioactive elements or merely a star's radiation reflected by a high albedo surface. Orbital distance 4.1 AU, orbital period 8.3 Earth years, radius 3,581 kilometers, day length 28.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.05 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature -116 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.56 G. That's a pretty planet as well, but we're not going to scan it. Let's go to Farrier. Okay, it's in Farrier. Oh, we've scanned 2 planets there already. Third one is Tunfigel. First charted by the Solarians, Tunfigel, meaning hard heart, is noted for its platinum and uranium deposits, making robo-mining a lucrative activity. While the surface temperature is well within the range of a comfortable EVA excursion, the extremely dense Tunfigel generates a dangerous gravitational pull 5 times that of Earth. The Solarian miners exploiting the planet derisively nicknamed planets such as these Elcor tourist traps. Orbital distance 1.8 AU, orbital period 2.4 Earth years, radius 10,772 kilometers, day length 35.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.03 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 31 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 5.1 G, and we're not going to stay here. Okay. Let's go instead to this planet over here, which is Nephros. Nephros, meaning restless sleep, is a relatively small hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant. Its atmosphere is home to spectacular winds of up to 350 kilometers per hour and electrical storms of up to 700 times the power of those on Earth, which indicate that its hydrogen clouds contain moderate amounts of water vapor. Orbital distance 7.5 AU, orbital period 20.6 Earth years, radius 44,750 kilometers, and a day length of 11.9 Earth hours. We're not staying. We're instead going to Alingon. Alingon, meaning deceptive, was so named by Solarian scouts because as their probes landed on the planet, their instruments started going awry. This turned out to be due to the high concentration of magnetically active periclase, magnesia, in the core and crust of the planet. This interferes with scans and broadcasts, which has given rise to countless spacer stories of pirates laying in wait in Alingon's magnetosphere, or crashed ships with untold fortunes stranded on the surface. In reality, any pirates would have a hard time locating prey amongst all the interference, and would live lives cut off from the rest of the galaxy as the magnetosphere kills extraplanetary communication. Alingon's other natural features are a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide, spectacular dry ice formations, and xenon gas, which can be skimmed from the upper atmosphere and used in ion thrusters. Orbital distance 10.1 AU, orbital period 31.7 Earth years, radius 3,085 kilometers, day length 56.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.04 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 166 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.5 G. Another pretty planet which we will not be staying on. And where's the... There it is. Okay, this is the planet Wenrum. Wenrum, White Knight, takes its name from a Solarian story in the Romantic period of a knight who refused all temptation to riches, carnality, and even flavorful food until justice was served to the poor and oppressed. The planet is so named because of its white, highly reflective surface, composed mainly of titanium dioxide and ice, and no atmosphere to speak of to dim its albedo. Orbital distance 11.8 AU, orbital period 40.6 Earth years, radius 1,574 kilometers, day length 59.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure zilch, surface temperature minus 178 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.1 G. Pretty, but no. Pretty sure that that planet was in Mass Effect 1 as well. And this is Antikythera. Antikythera, meaning fused metal, is so named because of its spectacular craters. A planet high in various grades of iron oxide, Antikythera is regularly pummeled by loose asteroids in the nearby belt between it and Wenrum. The iron melted and fused by the incoming meteors makes for spectacular landscape shots that look alien no matter what part of the galaxy you may be from. However, due to frequent meteor impacts, exploration is considered highly dangerous, even to those with advanced kinetic barriers. Orbital distance 12.3 AU, orbital period 43.3 Earth years, radius 5,658 kilometers, day length 21.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure a big nothing, surface temperature minus 180 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 0.8 G. It's a rich planet that we'll be ignoring. That's it from there, and we're gonna go back to Sowilo. And what have we not scanned here? This one? This is Thurisaz, a hydrogen-helium gas giant. Thurisaz has a decrepit automated infrastructure for refueling merchant vessels with helium-3. Painted onto the metal in a Solarian dialect are the words self-serve. Orbital distance 3 AU, orbital period 5.2 Earth years, radius 57,287 kilometers, and a day length of 18.8 Earth hours. Right. And last of all, this is Isa. Like Mount Isa in like northwest Queensland. A rock and ice planet, Isa has a thin atmosphere of methane and ethane. Its borax deposits, largely trapped beneath the ice, were never considered valuable enough to mine, since synthetic substitutes and alternative sources became widely available. Orbital distance 5.4 AU, orbital period 12.6 Earth years, radius 7,219 kilometers, day length 66.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature minus 135 degrees Celsius, and a surface gravity of 1.5 G, and that's it. Depleted already. Okay. Fine. Alright, back to the Shadowbreaker base. We've already scanned this thing? Yeah. What she's going to say about me hooking up with Thane. Probably nothing.
Thanks for coming by.
Ooh. Technology. Shipment of 2,500 palladium. Alright. I'm sure that she, sure that was a sarcastic thanks for coming by. Opportunities. Oh, mission report ready, okay. Embedded correspondence. Success, Citadel journalists are now reporting live from the Terminus systems. Extra 4,000 credits for us. Blue listed. Failure. The Blue Suns whip up an advertising campaign to counter your bad press. That's unfortunate. Mutually assured income. Failure. Several Karshan nations have acquired weapons of mass destruction that tip the balance in their favour. Chemical warfare. Oh. I think I'm pretty sure that these were ones that we... Oh. The garden world of Anhur went through a bloody political rebellion a few years ago and a depressed economic climate and has rekindled... Now hang on. Wait a minute. We can't buy these because we're not going to go out and come back. So, yeah. Could be a bad idea to do any of these. We could go through all the dossiers, but that's going to be a lot of me reading more stuff from this screen. So, you know what? Be the last thing that we do is just stand by our girlfriend here. Photo mode doesn't work as well as I thought it might. Alright. Well, let's make that the very last thing that we do in Mass Effect 2. Alright. Thanks for watching. Like I said before, if you are interested in checking out my stream, just take a look over there at the top right, in the top center of screen, and you will see my username, which is Colin W. Smith AU, COLINWSMITH AU. Stick a twitch.tv / in front of that, and you'll get to my stream. It's every second Sunday. Currently, here on my home country of Yagara country, it is Friday the 12th of June in 2026. So my next due stream is the 14th of June. This video probably won't be up by then on probably YouTube. Yeah, so 28th of June 2026 or the 12th of July probably, unless I've got rehearsals on. So I am rehearsing for another show. So yeah, if you want to visit my website to find out what I'm up to at any old time of the year, it is colinwsmith.com.au. So take that username up there, stick a .com just before the A, and you'll have my website address. Anyway, and that'll probably be in the description of the video as well. Alright, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching me finish off everything in Mass Effect 2 apart from scanning all those planets. I'm not going to scan those planets because, yeah, it'll be a waste of resources when I get into Mass Effect 3. So, anyway, thank you for watching, and tune in for more videos on this channel. Chuck me a like, chuck me a subscribe, all that sort of jazz, and I'll see you next time. Alrighty, bye for now.